How's it going with you and Dylan? Has he tried anything inappropriate with you, girl?
Hey, I know nothing, just talking to some dork I met in a malt shop.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Easy Online English. I'm Sahara and we have another video for you today about Modern Family. In this clip, we have two people. We have Haley, the daughter, and her father, Phil. Now, Haley just had a fight with her mother. She actually wants to go see a concert with her boyfriend, and she will not let her go. So Phil comes in and he tries to have a parenting session with her. We chose this clip for all of our parents, subscribers, so be sure to watch all the way to the end for some funny scenes. So let's go. If you want to know the translation in your language, be sure to check the translated subtitles here.
Hey.
Hey.
Boy, things with your mom got pretty intense down there, huh? All like East Coast, West Coast, you feel me? Hey.
Hey.
Boy, things with your mom got pretty intense down there, huh?
It got pretty intense down there, huh? Phil is referencing the fight Haley had with her mom downstairs. He asks the question using the word, huh, at the end of the sentence. This is the sound English speakers add to the end of questions to show that they are expecting an answer from the other person.
I think it'd be better if the fairy godmother didn't know we were here. Know what I'm saying? Huh? Huh?
All like East Coast, West Coast, you feel me?
All like East Coast, West Coast. Phil is most likely referencing the cultural rap wars of the 1990s, where the East Coast rappers and the West Coast rappers had violent fights with each other. He means that this argument with Haley and her mother was very severe and passionate. However, Haley is very young. This cultural reference probably doesn't mean anything to her. It is outdated. You will notice that most of the slang Phil uses is very outdated or too young for him to use. You feelin' me? This is a slang expression that means, do you know what I mean?
Act like a parent, talk like a peer. I call it parenting. I learned it from my own dad, who used to walk into my room and say, "What's up, sweat hog?" Act like a parent, talk like a peer. I call it parenting. I learned it from my own dad, who used to walk into my room and say, "What's up, sweat hog?"
A peer is someone that is of equal age or status to you. Phil says that his parenting style is called parenting. His strategy is to be the parent, but talk like his child's friends. This is why Phil is talking with so many cultural references and slang. He is trying to connect with Haley, but most of the references and slang are just too outdated.
Honey, I would love to let you go to the concert. Are you kidding me? I think concerts are rad. Hello, I was a hall raiser.
A what?
I followed Hall & Oates around the country one summer. Rich girl just spoke to me. Honey, I would love to let you go to the concert. Are you kidding me? I think concerts are rad.
Are you kidding me? This expression means, really? Are you serious? Rad. Rad is slang for cool. It was particularly popular in the 1990s. It's another outdated reference.
Hello, I was a hall raiser.
Hall raiser. Phil mentions that he was a hall raiser. Before we explain, Phil actually created this word. It's not a real word. He made it sound like another common word in English, hellraiser. What do you think a hellraiser is? Is it A, a kind person, B, a noisy person, or C, a troublemaker? The answer is C, troublemaker. A hellraiser is someone that doesn't follow the rules and behaves aggressively or violently. A good example of a hellraiser is the stereotypical motorcycle gang member.
A what?
I followed Hall & Oates around the country one summer. Rich girl just spoke to me.
I followed Hall & Oates around the country. Hall & Oates is a pop rock band from the 1970s. So Phil was a hall raiser. This is the word that he's created to mean that he was a big fan of the band Hall & Oates. What is funny here is that the word hellraiser makes people think of badass rock and roll bands, not pop bands like Hall & Oates. We will link you to a popular song by Hall & Oates. It's called Rich Girl. Check it out after this video.
I was dating this girl. Not dating. I guess I was following her too. Kind of.
Okay, Mom just doesn't trust me, and it's not fair.
I was dating this girl. Not dating. I guess I was following her too. Kind of.
I was dating this girl. So here is the reason Phil followed and went to all of those Hall & Oates concerts. He was wanting to follow a girl that he was interested in dating.
Okay, Mom just doesn't trust me, and it's not fair.
It's not fair. This is a stereotypical expression for teenagers to say. It means that they don't think a situation is unbiased.
You ruined everything! It's not fair! It's not fair!
That's not right.
She trusts you. It's just the weird stuff happens at concerts. Boys get urges.
Ew, Dad, is there something you want?
She trusts you. It's just the weird stuff happens at concerts. Boys get urges.
Boys get urges. An urge is a strong impulse or desire. Phil is politely saying that teenage boys have hormones that cause them to make bad decisions. This is the reason why her mother won't let her go to the concert.
Ew, Dad, is there something you want?
Ew. Ew is an interjection that means nasty or gross. This is a typical interjection for teenage girls to express that they don't like something or that they think it's nasty.
I've never loved you more.
Gross!
Yes, there is. To connect with this girl right here. Now, come on, pretend I'm not your dad. We're just a couple of friends kicking it in a juice bar.
What's a juice bar?
Okay, a malt shop, whatever. Yes, there is. To connect with this girl right here. Now, come on, pretend I'm not your dad. We're just a couple of friends kicking it in a juice bar.
Pretend is another word for imagine. Phil is asking Haley to imagine that he is not her father for a moment. Kicking it at the juice bar. Kicking it is a slang expression for hanging out or relaxing. Phil is asking Haley to imagine them as friends hanging out at a juice bar together.
What's a juice bar?
Okay, a malt shop, whatever.
Phil is not good at being a teenager. He thinks kids like to hang out at juice bars. He decides to suggest another place, a malt shop. A malt shop is a popular style of restaurant from the 1950s for teenagers. This is an even worse suggestion. Malt shops were popular 70 years ago.
Dad, I
No,
don't...
who's dad? Who's dad? I'm Marcus from biology. Hey, Haley, how's it going with you and Dylan? Has he tried anything inappropriate with you, girl?
Dad.
No,
don't-
who's dad? Who's dad? I'm Marcus from biology.
Biology is a typical science class students take in high school. Phil is pretending to be one of Haley's peers that she could have had in a school by saying, I'm Marcus from biology.
Hey, Haley, how's it going with you and Dylan? Has he tried anything inappropriate with you, girl?
How's it going with... This structure can be used to ask someone for an update. Phil is asking for an update on how Haley's relationship with her boyfriend Dylan is. Here is another example. How's it going with your business? Has he tried anything inappropriate with you? This expression is politely asking if Haley's boyfriend has tried to be sexually intimate with her. Phil kind of forgets that he's supposed to be Haley's peer. This is not something your friend from biology would say.
Hey. I know nothing, just talking to some dork I met in a malt shop. Hey. I know nothing, just talking to some dork I met in a malt shop.
Dork. A dork is similar to a nerd or geek. A dork is an uncool or socially awkward person. So finally, Haley decides to pretend with her father, but instead she refers to him as a dork that's trying to talk to her in a malt shop.
Hey. I know nothing, just talking to some dork I met in a malt shop.
Thank you guys for watching another video here on Easy Online English. And if you are a parent and you want to learn some more English expressions that you can use with your children, definitely check out this video. This video is great if you need to speak to teachers about your children. And we will see you in the next video. Goodbye.